welcome to the Rieg AD Wedding Show. Today we're at Zebra Lodge, just outside Jeffreys Bay with Florbela. And as we drove in, there was a family of zebras that actually welcomed us. It's only my second time that I'm here. We did a very small, intimate wedding here last year. So it was so special when the entire zebra family came to greet us. So we're very excited. Yes. Episode 41.
That's right.
And as I said, Florbela of the Zebra Lodge. What a beautiful venue. Florbela, tell us a little bit more about the history of this beautiful lodge of yours.
We came from overseas. We are from Switzerland. And of course, we were travelers, tourists for 10 years in coming to South Africa. And on a certain stage, we just decided to emigrate. It was in 2010. We were in Port St. John's and talking with my husband. I said, why not? What keep us to stay in our country? And we wanted this project keep in our mind for that 10 years, because the first time we came to South Africa, we said, wow, this is the country where we wanted to live and where we wanted to do our business. And as part of my job from the hospitality background, we wanted to do this. And in fact, we immigrated in 2011, October 2011. Nothing was here. Everything was bush everywhere. We had to choose also our spot.
Yes.
And in 2012, we start building. We made everything from scratch because it was nothing, as I said before. And we started in May 2012 building. Of course, all the drawings, that the idea of the place and everything, it came from us because we draw everything and we just give to the architect to make it possible. And this is our idea and how we wanted to have it like that. And we built in 2012 and we opened in 2013. January 2013, we were welcoming our first guests. Yes.
And the name, obviously we see the zebras. Were they here or did you bring them here?
Yes, we bring them here. In fact, all this idea of zebras came from Victoria Falls.
Okay.
And because in Switzerland we had quite a lot of nature programs, and when looking to these programs, you can have on some hotels people having the breakfast with zebras around, and it's just, well, this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted to have. I mean, it's up in here. Yeah. People having the breakfast inside or even outside, and the zebras are just around.
I mean, our viewers can't see it right now, but I mean, the zebras have actually moved around and they're now just outside the window.
It is really, it's extremely special.
It's very special. Yeah. And we have guests that they're coming specially for the zebras.
I can imagine that.
But sometimes we are a little bit under pressure, because if it's bad weather, and if it's raining, you're not going to have the zebras here. And we're always hoping that the weather is nice and the guests they can see it.
After all, it is a wild animal. I mean, they do what pleases them. So.
You cannot predict where they are at what time of the day.
But we have guests that asking us sometimes, because they arrive, the zebras are not there, at what time the zebras are coming. Okay, just gonna have my mobile and I'm gonna call
phone them.
Yeah, this is sometimes you need to make it fun.
Okay.
For Florbela, how many people can you accommodate just for sleeping? And then if we have a small wedding here, what is the numbers that you can accommodate?
We are a small structure, as you have seen. We have 5 rooms only. 4 are doubles and 1 family room. That means that maximum 16 people we can accommodate. Of course, if there's a wedding, the venue is going to be airy by the people that
Yes.
wanted to have the wedding, and we can put an extra bed in each room. That's why we have 60 people that we can accommodate here. But we wanted to keep this, actually we don't wanted to make it bigger, the lodge.
Yes.
We wanted to keep it as extremely
Exclusive.
exclusive. Yes,
Exclusive
it's the
and
word.
intimate.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole vibe that you get when
Yes.
you get jazz.
Yeah.
It's a very, very much Africa.
Yeah.
I know we're in South Africa, but it gives you a vibe of Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Especially
it's-
because you have the views. We're sitting and we can look to the right. We see the sea, mountains, and we can look to the left and we see mountains. So
Yeah, you
the
have a
view
30
is
yeah.
it's
phenomenal.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a 36 degrees of
Yeah,
view.
Yeah.
No, that's phenomenal. I think just we touched on it beforehand, but I mean, you said for weddings, we discussed the guests that can stay over, but you said no more than 50. So your goal
more
is
than
if there's
30,
a
yes.
celebration, whether it's a wedding or some other
Yes.
celebration, round about 50 guests is your maximum.
max.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
our maximum.
And
yes.
it's actually now, given the circumstances that we're at in South Africa with
Or
our
worldwide.
national lockdown, it is a wonderful number because often with the bigger venues, when you go smaller, the venue looks empty.
Yes.
Because your space is ideal for 30 people, it will feel like a big wedding.
Yes.
It will be fully occupied. So
If you're in
it
a
is
venue that's designed for 200 people, you're going to need to do very fancy footwork to make it feel intimate for 50
yes.
people. So I
Yeah.
think for a small, intimate setting, this is... And
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
privileged to photograph such a wedding here last
Yeah,
year. So
yeah.
we know how beautiful this looks when you're doing a
we'll
wedding.
make sure to ask our bride if we can
Put a photo or two in.
put
Yeah.
on one of the photos. Florbela, I'm following you guys on social media, and I see that you've got a Sunday special lunch going on here. Tell me a little bit more about that. You being a chef.
Well, with this situation, current situation, you need to innovate. You need to innovate, and you need to think about other things, because most of our clientele is from overseas, and as you can,
They can't travel.
the borders are closed,
Yeah.
the planes are not coming, and you need to wait until September, October to see the first guests arriving. And of course, you need to think about something else. And we wanted to give the opportunity, in fact, to locals to travel and to see the world that we're going to bring to our lunches.
Okay.
I mean, we have started yesterday. It was the 5th of July, and we started with the first lunch with France, and it was just amazing. People was just they were wow, they were just and we were so proud of us
Yes.
to make this happen. And next week it's gonna be Spain.
Okay.
Spain. The menu is done already. It's on Facebook. Everybody can go on Facebook. Of course, seats are limited because we are a small sitting
Yes.
a place. And but on a Facebook you can see already the July lunches.
Okay, so they're all
Spain-
there already.
Yeah. Spain, Italy, and Portugal.
I love it.
So if someone can't travel, you bringing that country
Yes.
to them.
That is
Yes.
that is such a wonderful idea.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of foodies. Our South Africans love to eat. You don't have to wait for the overseas people to enjoy that.
No, I know.
Well, I think with our South Africans, there's another thing that comes very strongly with them,
Wine.
and that's wine. And maybe you can tell us a bit about this bottle that's standing on the table. So
Yeah, we started with our vineyard in 2017. This is a project with the cellar in Stellenbosch, David Finlayson. It's Edgbaston is one of the best winemaker in South Africa, and it was by chance that we got meet with him. And my husband, his parents were winemakers.
oh, okay.
And they start talking, everybody, and then he said, my husband Didier told, oh, it's can be a nice opportunity to have wine here at our place. This opportunity keep us quite busy, thinking and how we're going to do. And in fact, the first stage was preparing the land,
Yes.
close the land, close the place where we're going to put the vines,
Yes.
because there's monkeys around.
Yes. Okay.
And
Of
we need to
course.
protect
Yes.
the grapes against the
monkeys,
the
the
monkeys.
wildlife.
Yeah, and we have done it in July 2017. David Finlayson bring the vines. We have quite a lot of we have reds and whites also. We have the grapes for Cabernet Sauvignon. We have Shiraz. We have Grenache.
Yeah.
And then on a white we have Chardonnay, because my husband loves Chardonnay, and we have Viognier.
I saw
Yeah.
that blend's got a Viognier in as well.
Yeah. And of course, there's quite a lot of maintenance also,
Yes.
irrigation system and things. We put everything available on a land that we prepared. And then we went to Stellenbosch to take the vines. We plant everything. First harvesting was in 2019,
Yes.
February 2019.
Yes,
We
that's
just
exciting.
got 240 bottles. The one that is there is part of the 2019. And now in 2020, February again, we got again another harvesting.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to get the bottles in December,
In December.
because they are in the barrels actually
Okay.
at Edgbaston, and we're waiting for them.
They're growing.
They're just growing.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And the wines, are they available to be bought, or is it exclusively
no,
for?
it's exclusive for the moment. The 240 bottles, it was for our guests here
Yes.
at Zebra Lodge. They are available for the lunches,
Okay.
of course. And we're going to have like about, David said to us, about 500 bottles
Okay.
for the
For the
from the next
December
from the harvesting in February 2020. And but we're going to keep it here.
Okay, I
It's
hear
too
you.
small.
Yeah, I understand,
I mean,
Joe.
it's too small.
You bring
Yeah.
the people here. If they want to
Yes,
taste, they need to
that,
come.
that,
They need to come.
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Because
And-
it's from here. They have to come and enjoy it here.
Yes, and we're going to start, well, of course, with this situation, actually, we are a little bit delimited on tastings and
Yes.
things like that.
Yeah.
But David wanted to do a tasting. It was in April,
Okay.
but of course, we could
Yeah.
not do it. We had quite a lot of people interested from Johannesburg, from Cape Town, from everywhere in the country, because they know also the talent
Yes.
of
Behind
the
it.
winemaker.
Behind it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they'll definitely, it will be worth the wait when they get here, because they still will have their tasting. Everything is just moved up a little bit.
Yes.
So,
We are busy now doing our Chardonnay also, because first here we didn't have any white, because the birds came and eat everything. And but this year we, of course, you learn from
Yes.
Yeah.
your errors, and we
Covered.
covered, and but what it was not covered as we wish,
Okay.
because the net came too late.
Okay.
And
The
a
birds.
lot of the birds just enjoy very much.
well, that's the testimony of how good the grapes were.
Yeah.
We also wanted to ask, there's also some other activities and things that you do on the premises.
Yes, we have from the beginning, when we arrived in South Africa, my husband, it was a mountain biker. And of course, something that he wanted to do here, because I mean, I would say it's the first activity in South Africa, golf and mountain biking. And we wanted to do something, and at that time we had to explore the property.
Yes.
And he made the trails. He
Okay.
made all the trails, but the trails, it's single tracks that makes them close to European environment when mountain biking happens. And in 2013 we opened the first trails. Now we have 25 kilometers here inside, and we have in total, because there's also outside in the mountains, in a forestry and on
Yes.
at Wood Ridge area,
Yes.
and we have like about 200 kilometers mountain biking, all signed.
Yes.
That
And
people
properly marked and everything.
Yes.
is
Yeah.
marked, and
Probably.
people they're not gonna be lost because they
Yeah.
just need to follow the colors.
We
on
know
the
of a lot
lens.
of people
Yeah.
who cycle these trails quite regularly.
Yeah. No, and we have, of course, the property. It's 120 hectares, and these trails that the 25 kilometers they're inside,
Yeah.
it's up and down.
Yes.
And you cannot expect to have a flat one.
No.
If you go up,
I've
you
been
need
on
to go
them, so I
down.
know. I know
Yeah.
they're not. They're not flat.
And of course, for hikers, it's very interesting.
Yes.
For hikers, it's very interesting because they really can enjoy the nature around and
The beautiful
the
views
shade,
and
the
the views.
view,
Yeah.
and everything, and safe.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing.
And
It's
safe
safe.
here
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, it's safe.
There's something that is very interesting here also. It's the nature. We got a group some time ago from biological area, and they were interested to see our environment at the property because they knew that this place here was a 3 biotop, and that means that there's different layers on an area with the diversity in fact
So
of
very,
nature.
very big biodiversity
Yes.
on the yeah.
Yeah. And they came and they were just amazing, happy, and I have quite a lot of photos because they sent me the photos with the trees, very specific trees that they are here and that you cannot have like about on
Anywhere.
the next property.
Yes.
There's only here.
But I mean, if you drive through your gate, you already feel like you are. I mean, you're entering into a different world. I mean, you're close to Jeffreys Bay, you're close to
Yes.
Port Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, the moment you drive through that gate, I can understand why people can come here probably for 2 or 3 nights, and you go away and you're going to feel
Yeah.
Like
absolutely
you had a week-
rested.
a
Yeah,
week
because
rest.
it's like a proper breakaway. I mean,
Yeah,
you're not too far
completely.
out, but it's just, well, the viewers must come check for themselves. But I mean, the moment you drive onto the property, it's just
Yeah.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think if you have a chance to come and sit here and look out at the sea
While
and the
enjoying
swimming
a
pool,
Glass
A
of
glass of wine.
local wine.
local wine. I cannot think of anything better than that.
And about the lunches, Sunday lunches, in fact, the guests are really amazing
Yeah.
because they tasting things they never taste.
Yes.
And we really bring to them this little touch of, it's a touch of
traveling.
Zebra Lodge.
Yes, exactly. You're
It's
adding
a
that
touch-
that
it's a touch
that
of
magic ingredient
Yeah,
which
it's
they can
true.
only get here.
I saw Florbela that you are advertising a promotion on social media at this
Yes.
moment.
Yes, we are. You know that, well, with the situation for the moment, we need to wait for the overseas guests coming, and we need to be able to offer to the locals also to see our product. And we are promoting actually, you stay for 3 nights, but you're gonna pay only for 2.
Okay.
This is our promotion.
Okay.
And of course, then they just decide if they want to have the dinner also.
Yes.
But this is something up to
accommodation.
them.
Yes.
But they can always, for example, if they're coming on Friday, they stay on for Saturday, and then they stay on Sunday, and then they can have the Sunday lunch.
Yes.
Yes.
This
That
is
is
And,
what
and
we
escape
are.
to another country
Yeah,
on Sunday.
Yeah. It's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
travel to Zebra Lodge and get the
And see the world.
opportunity to see the world,
Yes.
taste the world.
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
And we're going to continue with this. We already knew. We already know what countries we're going to do for July. And as some guests they came yesterday asking already for Argentina.
Okay.
We're going to do Argentina. We're going to do Brazil. We're going to do everything. I mean, just we're going to ask also the guests that they're coming here to experience the food, to ask them if they like fish or if they like meat or if they have a specific
Yes.
country they want to taste.
Yes.
And this is what the feedback that we had.
People have enough money that they save now with not traveling, that
Yes.
they can come and eat it here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, Florbela, thank you very much
You're
for
welcome. It's a pleasure.
your time and everything. We'll obviously put all your details and everything down below. And I think it's clear by now that your Facebook page is a place that needs to be
Visited.
liked, and it
Yeah.
needs to be watched
Yeah.
for all the promotions and all the awesome Sunday lunches and everything.
Yeah.
And then to our viewers from our side, thank you very much for watching. We'll obviously be back tomorrow, and remember to subscribe. And when we get to the 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away that Rieg AD family lifestyle or couple shoot to the value of 3,000 Rand. And remember, we've now got a nomination bracelet added to that, so the prize are growing. All you have to do is to subscribe, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.